Kerry Kennedy accidentally presented Harry and Meghan with a trophy that read Ripple of Hate, and the couple is furious. There's no reason for that prize to be given out. The phrase "Hello Friends" means just that. Here on Royal Family News Update, we have the latest on the hypocritical royal couple, Harry and Meghan Markle. You would assume that an award would be bestowed on a deserving recipient without any compulsion on the part of the awarding body. They must have performed exceptionally well or made significant contributions to the community to merit this recognition. In fact, we anticipate zero political meddling or other form of corruption in the granting of this award. That means there won't be any catches, right? No, not this particular couple. This prize money was donated, and they ended up winning it. Ultimately, it's just someone's viewpoint. Look at their prize money, please. This is an award for racism, or more specifically, institutionalized racism. Where? Specifically, it can be found inside the palace of the monarchy. Their bravery, honesty, and integrity in the face of racism make them heroes deserving of praise and recognition. This deal was strengthened by the financial backing. They publicly declared their false beliefs to the institution and the nation. They were unable to give the Crown any further directives for making amends. Without evidence, we could only make mental notes. As far as I could tell, racism was only mentioned, but no actual evidence was found. Until now, Harry had never taken a stand against racism. He picked up the phrase from his many years of associating with various partying crowds. He made racial slurs at a fellow soldier while disguised as a Nazi. Even after being warned, no one did anything to correct his behavior. And yet, he was part of a group that held the principle that everyone should be treated fairly. Markle was raised in a close-knit American community where these views predominated. Nonetheless, the institution as a whole was filled with racists. Together, Harry and his racist wife have turned the tables on the entire establishment. The racist attitudes of this couple were consistent throughout their lives. For the majority of her life, she identified as white. With his remarks, attitudes, and attacks, he put down whoever was in close proximity to him. They fired empty shots at the organization that had been their lifeline. Everyone has the same chances here. Racism is the culmination of a number of negative emotions, including hatred, malice, and rage. It's the epitome of evil. They, like others, are prepared to give their lives for an ideal that has no basis in reality. They make a baseless accusation of racism against the establishment. They're attacking from a safe distance, and Harry and his wife think their target is going to be much easier to take down. No, we haven't reached checkmate just yet. This Netflix show was directed by Liz Garbus. Rory Kennedy, daughter of Robert and sister of Kerry Kennedy, is her business partner. Who's up for some nepotism? It was bad enough that they were able to obtain the award. What really set off the chaos was when Kerry Kennedy explained why they should be considered deserving of the recognition. The reason, she claimed, was the Duchess of Sussex and her husband, Prince Harry, exposing and condemning racism within the British royal family. That, despite the fact that the monarch had opposed racism for 7 decades and counted the steady increase in the number of countries that joined the Commonwealth of Nations as one of her greatest achievements. And when Harry and Meghan tied the knot, the Queen appointed Harry as president of the Queen's Commonwealth Trust and Meghan as vice president. Both positions are extremely prestigious and were likely awarded due in large part to Meghan's publicized philanthropy and interest in Africa. Next, they gave a joint speech during COVID, urging Commonwealth citizens to do more to combat the legacy of the past. We can all agree that there is still a great deal of work to be done, but many people have already made tremendous strides in acknowledging the past and working to right past wrongs. In some cases, it won't be easy or pleasant, but it's necessary because, surprisingly, everyone stands to gain. Meghan said, "We're going to have to be a bit uncomfortable right now to get to the other side of this and to the location where a high tide elevates all ships. Because it levels the playing field, equality benefits everyone. This is a basic human entitlement." Despite being appointed president and vice president, the two had such a limited understanding of the organization that they were unable to explain its purpose to a group of 54 countries, which together represented over 2.6 billion people. It's clear that Meghan, the speech's author, considered it equivalent to the British Empire. But they didn't stop there. They went on Oprah and told the world that a member of the royal family had brought up the subject of their child's skin color. First of all, this is perfectly normal. It could be anyone's hair, eyes, skin, or anything else in a mixed-race couple. However, Meghan claimed this happened to her during her pregnancy, while Harry said it happened before they were even married. Some say he hoped his children wouldn't inherit his pale skin, while others say he hoped his children wouldn't inherit his curly red hair. Regardless, he has never publicly admitted to having these thoughts, leaving the world to speculate about who first brought up the subject. So, Harry and Meghan damn a family that has done as much to foster great relations between nations around the world as any government, regardless of creed or color, and they get an award for it. It's a shame, because it's undeserved and empty, especially when compared to another 2022 winner, Vladimir Zelensky, who has united his country behind him and done more to fight a real enemy than anyone else in this generation. That's why everyone was so upset when Harry and Meghan won that award. Since they met, they have done absolutely nothing positive, including degrading their own families, who haven't put up much of a fight. They've shown a surprising amount of guts. Cowards. An expert has remarked that it is strange that these two people are a symbol of the global struggle for human rights. She wears designer clothes and expensive jewelry when they go to places where there are poor and downtrodden people. They arrive in an entourage of expensive, gas-guzzling SUVs and a private jet. Instead of hiring a local photographer who could benefit from the work, they bring their own. In terms of the award itself, this year's recipients are Volodymyr Zelensky and human rights activist Bill Russell. Do we feel that the focus on the royal couple has detracted from the recognition of the other awardees? I find it somewhere between sublimely ridiculous and blatantly ludicrous, said Professor David Nassau, author of the Pulitzer Prize-nominated book The Patriarch, about JFK and RFK's father Joseph Kennedy. To put it simply, it's ridiculous. For some, the decision to honor the Sussexes may make more sense now that we know that Liz Garbus, who directed their upcoming Netflix docuseries, is business partners with Rory Kennedy, the youngest of Robert F. Kennedy's 11 children. Everyone has been scratching their heads trying to figure out the reason why Harry and Meghan were chosen to receive this while they are still in the early stages of their philanthropic work, a Hollywood producer told the Mail on Sunday. There seems to be a link between the Netflix documentary and Rory Kennedy, so maybe that's it. Opinions on Harry and Meghan's Human Rights Award? Should we give it to them if they deserve it? Leave a comment and tell us what you think. It is our sincere desire that this video has been of assistance to you. If you enjoy it, please subscribe, like, and share. To all who have watched this newsletter, thank you very much and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.